One thing I knew was necessary for me was that I wanted to stop regulating my nervous system and to create a resilient nervous system. I don't think those two things are the same. I think that nervous system regulation techniques especially keep us in a loop of trying to avoid what we're feeling or micromanage what we're feeling or change what we're feeling anytime we're feeling uncomfortable. And I think a lot of people spend much of their focus on that, and it doesn't create resilience. In fact, you'll be good until the next stressor. And so something I knew about my chronic pain and my chronic anxiety was that it was always going to point its focus at whatever the immediate threat was. And then as soon as that was gone, it would find another, it would find another, it would find another. And so long as I was only looking at the anxiety or only looking at the pain or only looking at the symptoms, I was missing the deeper issue. And that was that my nervous system was sensitized. It was too sensitive. It thought anything that was stressful was more than I could handle. I think chronic symptoms give us an excellent opportunity to really get to the root as long as we know what we're actually dealing with. And we're not just dealing with the symptom that you can see or the symptom that you can feel. We're dealing with a system that is creating symptoms as a way to protect what it perceives as constant, imminent danger. And that's why I think it can be common to get rid of the pain or the symptoms that we have in one area and then 6 months later, a year later, 2 years later have completely new symptoms because the system, the underlying root wasn't addressed. We were just able to get our system at least to a point where the stress was low enough that it just turned those symptoms off. But then we have another stressor, pushes us right back up, and now we're dealing with a whole new host of symptoms. And that's why I think I'm so okay telling people that this is a long process and that the most important thing that I worked on and continue to work on to this day is, the comfortability that I have to have with my ability to handle things that are really challenging, because in life, challenging things happen, stressful things happen, and I have to have some belief in my capacity to handle it. And that, more than my pain, more than my anxiety, more than my insomnia, that was the real deeper issue. This process is so much more about changing who you are and how you relate to life and how you relate to symptoms and how you relate to things going wrong than what tool you need to grab to make yourself calm down.